Well, hey, how y'all doing out there today? Listen, we all watch this crazy news. We all have our battlefronts that we fight on: the race war, the class war, the war for the mind, for the wars for the oil. And we hear leaders speak out. We hear people speak out as these things go on, and we have things in this country that certain groups of people have been fighting for a long time. I'll go ahead and bring it up because it's the subject matter. The black folks and reparations. That's been a long, ongoing battle. And if you want to know how I feel about it, I feel that the black folks with a slave heritage deserve every penny that the federal government promised them, and they deserve compensation from the corporations and the plantation owners that made money off of them. So I agree with that. That is fair compensation. We live in a time period of compensation. The Australian woman just got $20 million for her family, just got $20 million for being murdered by an American police. Things like that. We see things come up. Other people seem to get paid, and Black America gets left out. No leader has come out. So since the reparations would be owed by the federal government, it would take the president to sign on to this. And right now we got Donald Trump, and you'd probably think you'd have a snowball chance in hell before Donald Trump would sign reparations. But he has people he listens to, his supporters. And here the other day when he made another spelling mistake and he spelled stolen with two L's, a lot of people focused on that one thing. It's like I said, we got all this crazy news. You got to kind of decipher this stuff. And I read between the lines and I see the connections. So I'm going to point out this connection. Trump basically said that his first 2 years of his presidency was stolen because of the Mueller investigation, the Russia probe. It all turned out to nothing. So he deserves 2 more years because of what was taken from him. Donald Trump came out and said that he deserves 2 more years because it was taken from him by greedy people, people with devious reasons, people that used him, people that lied about him, whatever. Okay. So there you go, Don. Your butt hurt. You're victimizing yourself, and you deserve what was taken from you. Okay, well, I think black people deserve what was taken for them, but nobody in the white leadership area seems to speak out about this or even wants to talk about it. But guess what? One of Trump's biggest supporters, one of the biggest evangelical leaders out there, Christian leaders out there, the president of Liberty University, a president of a university, a lawyer, and a man with a long family name in the evangelical Christian movement, Jerry Falwell Jr., he came out and he agreed with Donald Trump. He thinks Donald Trump was robbed too. He thinks Donald Trump deserves to get back what was taken from him. You know what he came out and said? And he did not pull no punches. He says, I now support reparations. Jerry Falwell Jr., a lawyer, educated, highly educated man, a white evangelical Christian leader, and the president of Liberty University, came out and said he now supports reparations because of what was Donald Trump. But reparations, we all know what reparations mean. We all know when he says I support reparations, that's giving back to the people that had stuff taken from them either by the federal government or other Americans because of immoral laws. The black community, the black people with a slave heritage in America are the epitome of reparations. So you now support reparations, Jerry Falwell Jr. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for being the first white leader to get out here, Christian or not, but especially because of being an evangelical white Christian leader, which is, as bad as I hate to say it, y'all kind of got to been characterized kind of being a little bit racist, a little bit hypocritical, but you came out and you said you now support reparations for the people. This is the leadership of America. These are the people that have been guiding this country. Y'all right? Y'all, everybody out there says, man, the white man, the white Christians, the white evangelicals for sure have taken control. And you think, well, Bill, Jerry Falwell Jr. might not be, the man to be speaking for Trump. Well, let me tell you something about that. Jerry Falwell Jr. might as well be the spokesman for Donald Trump and admiring him. He pushed a movement that had 81% vote, making Donald Trump the hero of the evangelical Christian movement, the best Christian president ever. He talked about how he's a great visionary, how he sees these things for the country, the changes in the country. Reparations would be a change, wouldn't it? He compared him to Winston Churchill on his vision. He is the Jerry Falwell and the evangelical leaders of America are the heart of pro-Trump America. This is they're Trump's biggest supporters. Yes, they can help push laws. And yes, Jerry Falwell Jr. just said it in public record. He now supports reparations. So here's my question. Black American, y'all been waiting a long time for somebody, a Jerry Falwell Jr., to come out and say something like this. And whether he said it in the heat of the moment, whether he said it just for his views, he said it very plainly and very clearly. I now support reparations. Now, when I first wrote this title, I wrote, I hope black leaders heard this, but I took away leaders and I said black folks. Because here's something, black folks, I don't think your leaders are going to jump on this. I don't think you have any real leaders that ain't bought out. I think that black folks in America should be taking care of the black folks in America. I think you should strive very hard to have another Oklahoma stock market and protect it and defend it with your rights as an American citizen. I think that Jerry Falwell Jr. running his mouth is going to open up a can of worms that is going to benefit you, black America, the benefit that you have been deserving. The whatever it was, the promise of the 40 acres and a mule. I will look into that law too, and so I'll be better knowledgeable on it. But you were promised things by the federal government. You were not given these things, and since then, it's even been rougher on you. So I agree with that. I agree that the federal government, I agree that the rich elite that made money off of your labor, your sweat, and your blood owe you. And this man just said it too. So I'm asking you, black America, jump on this. That's what I'm going to ask you. Are you going to jump on this? You need to jump on this. Y'all need to just make, like I said, if this would have been some clown like his father that just had no education, just a preacher babbling on at the pulpit and just got out there and said this, this, and this, I would have blown this off, y'all. But no, this man is a highly educated lawyer. He knows the law. He knows he's responsible for what he says. He is a high supporter of Donald Trump. He is a president of a university. Y'all, he is the spokesman for this man. And he just came out and did all of this and said all of this. You can make of it what you want. You can say, Bill, that don't mean nothing. You can, whatever. You got to have a spark to have a fire, and you got to have fuel. You got all of those right here in this one thing. You also got to have oxygen. So you're going to have to breathe life into this, fight for it, use it for what little bit of toehold it is. It is something. A white evangelical Christian leader got out there and said he now supports reparations. That's admission to me, y'all. So think about it. Think about it. Go back and look at this little piece of news. And listen, here's the other thing. In that little piece of news, there was all kind of information. But all anybody saw was Trump's misspelling a word. Quit looking to demonize or make a joke out of the man. I can make a joke out of him every 5 seconds if I wanted to. But really, really look at the stories behind it. He is the smokescreen. Trump is the smokescreen. It's his idiotic tweets. It's his abrasive personality. It's all these things that keep you focused on him and not what's going on around you. I think you were given a very golden opportunity to demand what you feel is right for your lives, that other Americans do feel right is for your life and for the way your life has been and the way things were in the past. You got a golden opportunity. I think you might want to think about that. I would. I really would. Because I see the whole picture. I see both sides of it. And yes, this government and people, super rich people in this country, our fellow citizens, have completely abused many of us, and they still look at us like trash. And nothing's going to change until we make the change and live the change. So as a brother, I'm saying, take this, live it, make it happen, be the change, and then make your place in America, Black America. I don't even want to call you Black America because you're my brothers and sisters, but fine. I'll come to the barbecue. You damn right. I'll come support you, buy stuff from you, buy your manufacturing, whatever. I don't want to see the separatism, but I know you need it. You need your place. You need your spot. You need your country, and everything's back down on you. So when white hypocrites like this son of a bitch jump up and run their mouth, please take advantage of it. Please see it. I love y'all. I want you to think. I want you to get everything you think you deserve. I hate the way this country is, and I love the way that it's going, though. I see things like this. I see openings. I see victories. We are winning. We are stepping down on the necks of the haters. We are stepping down on the heads of those oppressing y'all and all poor people. Because I'm poor with you, and I love you. So think about that. Peace. By all means, don't live in fear. Pay attention. Don't fear these bastards. Fight them. Oh, man, y'all got a chance here. Peace.